So let's go for the next stage. One possible question from this part, which holds probably up to 6 to 8 marks. This concept is also. So this I will, there is one more program on this. So I'm not taking only program here, only theoretical part. So in the lab program, which we are going to execute this week or in the next week, so concepts will be a little more clear for you. So for that reason, and also from Monday you have an examination. So from this, I'm not going to ask any program, but theory question you can predict. Okay. So let's start. So what are the operations we can do it on stack? Please go on answering, which you can see in the red alphabets: pop and push. So definition of push: take the elements and keep it in the stack. Whereas pop means take elements from stack and uh, load it into the register. Now the question: so if we take data from memory, sorry, one first point let me clear is stack will be always present in memory. Okay, so we cannot assume stack outside this memory element. Okay, so now, so you know the data transmission, it will exchange between registers and memory. So the exchange is always between register and memory with respect to this here. Okay. Okay, that is called as here. So now the first point. So if I do push operation from where data taken, where data sent. Can you do answer? Take a help of this. Stack is always present in the memory. Push means what? Push definition into the stack. Okay, so here I mentioned where is the stack present? It's present in the memory. So hence I can delete this, what I could say, from into the memory. Okay, so if I am storing into the memory, sorry, I am transferring to memory, definitely from where I will be starting register. So register to memory. So if this is a verb, it's called as store. Is the definition clear for a push in terms of arm subject? Please do reply in the comment box. I repeat again, 2 to 3 definitions. Very simple it is. Stack means always it's a memory. Okay. So then always stack operations are to push and pop. So no matter you do push and pop, either push or a pop, always data exchange takes place between one part memory and another part is register. That's why it is a bidirectional arrow mark. Now push, what is the definition of push in what we have studied in our C or a data structure is memory will be stored onto the stack. So stack where it is present in the memory, hence data is towards memory. So if his data is towards memory, from where it has been started, see the right arrow mark here, right side, towards right, towards memory, here also towards memory. So right arrow mark source is register. Hence I could say from register to the source is called as push. And what we call push in our normal assembly level language is store. So now the second question, what do you mean by pop? Pop means what? Take out from stack. That's the definition of pop, what we have studied. Take out from the stack. Now the question, where stack is present? Stack is present in memory. So what, from where we are taking it out? We are taking it out from memory. Okay, so definitely if I take it from memory, it's a left sided mark. Left arrow means left side arrow mark. From memory to what? So that's called towards register. So it's a opcode we should use load. Okay, so now the question, if you have ST, you should think it as a push. If you have LD, you have to think it as pop. So is any doubts? Okay, when then we don't delete in pop. What is this question? You can ask a question orally. You won't delete in pop. What is that meaning, Pritam? I mean, ask your question.
So in pop will delete the element also.
Huh. Really
In
speaking,
normal C.
really speaking, listen, it's a adjustment of the pointer. It's not like delete. I think you remember all the pointer called a top, or you are going to use a SP. So I will try to show one diagram here if it is present. I hope here. Okay, now you see. Can you see this middle stack, middle diagram? See now, there is one pointer called SP who is pointing for third, second one. So if I say pop, okay, pop, we will think it as 3 is deleted. Okay, 3 will be there. Only SP is pointing for second. When 3 will gets deleted is when you push something new there, then only it deletes. Okay, so only we are making changes of SP. Really, we are not going to delete this data unless that area is used by or allocated by operating system for some other process. Only SP modification will take place. You can check this definition in your any of the Google engines. Okay, is it clear now? You will see the program once the program is there. You can see delete. Even though I do delete, it's going to change only the SP pointer. That's a SP stack pointer. It is not going to delete. When it deletes is you create it by object. In your OOC you are going to study, you will use a new operator and you are going to use a remove or delete operator. Then only it will get delete. Otherwise it will be there, just your pointer here and there. Okay, fine. You are going to get it in the OOC subject. Okay, now push means from register to the memory, and we call opcode store. Pop means from memory towards register, we call it as a load. Okay, so now how many types of different activities we can do is look into these very important points. Okay, so now here I will take you into the one diagram. Okay, now the questions. So now you see, can you see the cursor here where I am moving? Okay, now you see. First address is 8018, continuously 8014, 8010, 8000C, 8008. Now if I move from top to bottom, is address increasing or decreasing? Is address increasing or decreasing from top towards bottom? Address value increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. You are right. If I move from top to bottom, bottom to top, it will be increasing. Okay, why this concept I have asked, I will tell you. Okay, now let's go for this two assumptions or two very important things. If stack is growing, if the stack is growing towards higher memory address, if stack is growing towards higher memory address, it is called as ascending stack operation. Not all the time stack is towards upside. Please remember, in data structure we used to write one U-shaped bottle like this or a bucket, and we used to say push means okay, it will grow towards the top. See, stack means not only ascending, it's also descending. So if you think a U-shaped bottle, U-shape in our day-to-day life, so if you keep elements or push elements, stack will be increasing. But if we think a stack as an umbrella shape, push, push means how the push will be, address will be decreasing. Pop means address will be increasing. Please remember. Okay. So if stack grows towards lower memory, it is called as decreasing. So these are the two exactness of assembly. I mean, these two features are present in assembly program. What happens in C program is user will feel or user will understand only how the stack works. But whether stack is particularly in 8000 location or lower locations, or 8000 location and its above locations. Okay, so those two should be, we should be very specific. Why we should be specific is, this is assembly programming. Even if you make one location mistake, we are going to get a different data, which may results us into wrong calculations or wrong execution of the program. So we should be very careful with it. Okay, that's a small introduction about stack operations. Let's go for the second part here. So what do you mean by full stack and what do you mean by empty stack? I think you know the definition. Full stack means stack overflow. Stack overflow. Empty stack means stack underflow. That means no element is present. So when no element is present, what is a not allowed operation? Can you give in the chat box? When a stack is empty, what is not allowed? Yes, correct. When stack is full, what is not allowed? When a stack is full, push is not allowed. Please, we should be very careful whether it's a full stack or it's a empty stack. Now the question here, what is the different meaning of full and empty, or is it a same meaning? Okay, now here I will skip this table. I will come back to this little later. So here I will take one or two examples and I will try to explain you. So after that you can easily predict what will be the answer for each. Okay. So now there is one instruction called STM. What is the full form of STM? I hope you remember. Do reply in the chat box. STM full form. I will wait for your answers. Yes, no, don't say multiply, say multiple. Yes, you are correct. Sing is correct. Store multiple, right? So don't get confusion that it's related to ST means something stack. ST means store multiple, multiple, full descending. Okay, here for push, okay, here we have mentioned. Okay, so here for push it will be store. For push operations it will be store. Now listen carefully this line where I am moving the cursor. How this line works, I am telling you. There are two resistors R1 and R4 whose value is 2 and 3 right now. Whose value is R2 and 3. 2 and 3. I have to store them where SP is pointing right now. Where SP is pointing right now? It's pointing to 8014th location. Now, very important question. So go for the last alphabet here. Last alphabet. What's the last alphabet in the instruction? 18. So first decrease. First decrease. So if I decrease 14 minus 4, why minus 4? Because STM, there is no H, there is no B. So definitely 32 bits. 32 bits means 8 into 4 locations. Hence we have to decrease by 4. 8014 minus 4 in the hexadecimal. It will give us 8010. So there what I should store? Whatever is the value of R1. Sorry, whatever is the value of R4, because store operates from right towards your left. I mentioned this in the previous session. From right towards your left. What is their first element? R4. So R4 value is what? 3. So here, are you getting R4 value here in the 3? Hope it is clear now. Okay. So one element you finished. Should I decrement first or should I store next? That is a R1. First decrement or storing? First decrement or storing? First decrement. So again from 10 to one more time subtraction of 4. One more time subtraction of 4. 8010, that becomes 8000 C. That becomes 8000 C. What is remaining there? R1 is remaining. What's the value of R1? 2. So here 2 is stored. Okay. Hope it is clear now for the work. So here, let me elaborate so you can see more. Okay, I'll try to explain once again, as we don't have a program. So directly with the help of screenshot, I am explaining. First, initially data is what? 2, 3, and stack pointer is for 8014. 8014. So what is a work? Store multiple. So as soon as we get a store multiple, imagine right side, we don't have only one. Definitely we will have two or more than two. Two or more than two. So here we took only two. What are those? R1 and R4. 2 and 3. So what is present SP? You can see here in the third given data, 8014. So this is a 8014 present SP. Store multiple, full decrement. Full decrement. So decrement I have to do first. Decrement I have to do first. Then full it. Full means push. Full it, or you can say fill it. Okay, fill it. So what I am going to fill in this register bunch, take rightmost. Take rightmost. What is that? R4. R4 value 3. So 8014 minus 4 is 8010. There I have stored a R4 value, which is a 3. So then that does not take me to the closing opening flower bracket. There is something one more called R1. That means I have to store again R1 also. So it's a R1 value 2, where I should store updated value of. Why updated? You can see here the colon. Yes or no? The colon. Colon means right back. So 14 became 10 is updated because of the exclamation. Okay, now after 10 again minus 4, that take us to C. Okay, that take us to C. At C position R1 is there, that I have to. Now I will ask you the question. If I have R0 here left of this, so if I change like this, what is your answer? Do it. Do reply in the chat box. What will be the position of? And I will add assumption here. R0 value equal to 1. So where 1 will be stored? Can you give its location? I think okay, C, then B, A. I think no, your both answers are wrong. Why? Because I will show calculator. Okay. So 8000. Okay, sorry, I will click it in a hex. Clear this. 8000 C minus 4. Yes, you are right. I'm sorry. 8008 is the right answer. So in the position of, sorry, new share. The position of 8008, 1 will be stored. You are right. Okay, next question. If I have here, okay, one more very important word I would like to tell you is this F indicates who has recently filled or who is recently full, that location. So now you see here, let me tell you, before I could execute this instruction, listen carefully, STMFD, who was recently full? Can you give the name of location? Who was recently full or filled? Location number. Before I could execute this, which seat was filled? Yes, you are right. 8014 was the full. Okay. So always remember, yes, it may be STMFD or STM FA. Okay. Sorry, FTM, STM FI, because it's incrementing. Okay. If it is a F, always remember SP should point which location is full last time. Okay, so what is the another option we have? It's a STMED. Okay, now question. STM store multiple, D stands for decrement, E stands for empty. Always point to which is empty location. E stands for which is an empty location. You can see the diagram here. So SP is pointing here at empty location. Even after you store data, again SP will be pointing for next empty location. But what happened in the full meaning? It will be pointing which was recently or just behind this filled. If this instruction is executed, who is the last filling location? 8000C. That is where it pointed. But next instruction, it will always point to which is empty. So what is the difference now is, if we use STMFD, first update SP, then store. I repeat, first update SP, then store. If we use ED, first store, then update. Hope it is clear now. If you use FD or FI, okay, here it is. It is pointed for full. F I am telling you. Okay, what is the algorithm? Update, then store. Here I will type update first, then store. Then store. If you use ED or EI, first store, then update. Hope it is clear now for all. So let's go for ED explanation. STM ED, SP, R1 and R4. Same analysis. Previous values and all. See, R1 value is how much? 2 and 3. R1 values are 2 and 3. Location is 10. Which is right now empty. So since it is a ED or EI, first store. Here in the chat box I am selecting first store. What to store? R4. What is there in R4? 3. Where 3 will store? In the 10th position. So 10th position here in the second below diagram, I got a 3. First store, then update. So since it is a decrement, 10 minus 4, it is going to be C. 10 minus 4, it is going to be C. Next, what will be there in the C position? Whatever is the value of R1. So what is the value of R1? 2. So 2 will be there. Then you have stored second time, you have to update second time. So if I update C, again minus by 4, I will get 8008. I hope it is clear now for the stack. Any doubts you can ask now. Do reply your understanding, whether you understood or not. So you can expect the theory question. Please do remember this example and try to reproduce in the examination, or else you can, with the knowledge, you can assume some numbers and you can also write your own explanation. Now, what happens if I write A in the both the cases? Here you can see now full ascending. Sorry, what we studied is full descending and empty descending. We have studied empty descending and full descending. Full ascending. So full ascending means what happens here? It will be A. Full ascending. Now it is, just imagine here. I think it will be 18 plus 4. That means 20. I mean 1C above this and 20. Okay, hope it is clear now. 1C and 20. So it will be pointing towards the up. SP is moving towards up, because upside, if you go from bottom to up, it is a increasing address because it's ascending. Same way, empty ascending. If I do empty ascending, again it will go towards up, where there is 18 and 18 1C 20 locations will be there. So values will be loaded from that side. Okay, so this one of the lab program we have. So I'm skipping this, and also I have a limit of time, so I need to finish it. Once that program will come, you will get to know more about the stack operations. Okay, fine. So now, is it clear now? Okay, some other terminologies we have to study. The three terminologies are stack base, stack pointer, and stack limit. You can easily understand by English definitions also. So what do you mean by stack limit? How many data you can store at this? Okay, so sometimes it is 10, sometimes it is 5, okay, etc. So what is a stack pointer? This is a pointer which holds where the recent operation has done. If recently you did a push where the element is pushed above that, if you did a pop, it is going to delete, it is going to update with the where you have popped from and what you are going to do the next. Okay, so next, stack base. This is important. See here, the base we assumed for this expression is 8040. We have 8010. We have assumed. So is there a rule always base should be the same? No, it depends upon the problem. Okay, so here stack base. Here I will show you how the pictorial representation of all. So both SP and base are pointing to the same, means stack empty. Stack empty. Okay, if you add, if SP is not equal to base, SP is not equal to base, definitely there is something in the stack. So what is the result? How you can say something in the stack is definitely you did some push operations. Okay, so as SP moving closer to the base means something you did which is a pop. So some stage you will get which mentions you mentioned you that stack pointer is full. That time what we have to do is last SP minus BP, base pointer or base. If you calculate that term is called as limit. Okay, generally we know as a programmer we will be knowing what is the size of the stack we are going to use. So generally what happens, we will limit like some hundreds, 200s, etc. And we are going to do that. So these are the terminologies. Now the question, what all the things you have to explain for a stack? First thing, stack has a two operations, push and pop. So there are two ways of moving a stack pointer, ascending and descending. If it's ascending, think it as a U-shape stack. If it's a descending, think it as umbrella shaped stack. Okay. So next, here you need to write one table in which you have different terminologies: full ascending, full descending, empty ascending, empty descending. Okay, full ascending, right? Okay, so full means where last element has been stored, there only it is pointing. Empty means where is a first empty location so that I can store element next. That there it will be pointing. You can see the diagram. Okay, so the instruction was D. So according to that, it has been drawn. So here you can see full descending, full. So wherever it was a full, there it will be pointing. Where it was filled, you can take a help. So here also it was empty. It will point where it is empty. So I can use that. So FD and FI, first update, then store. ED and EI, first store, then update. So that's what for stack. Okay. So fine, we have, let's take one program for next instruction, swap. So very simple way, it's a exchange between one register and compulsorily another is memory location. I hope you know that exchange of the information. One is memory location and one is a register. Okay, there are two type of swap of 32-bit or swap of only 8 bits. Swap of 32 bits for SWP, swap of 8 bits for SWP byte. How it works? See here. First, take it from memory, load on to temporary. Another register value, load into memory. Whatever is there in a temporary, that you store onto the destination register. Okay. So directly I will take you to the program so you can understand more. Right. Okay, here. So can you see this chat box here? Sorry, this one, software window. Software window, is it visible? Or all the students are doing, feeling sleep? Okay, fine. I have wrote one program, right? I took first some random variable. So some garbage, I could say garbage value. Okay, so next here, actual value. I want to change first actual value. This is present in register. I want to exchange this with a memory location. A memory location. I want to exchange R1 with the R2 location. I am telling not with the direct R2. R2 is a memory. Now question. We'll directly go to this debug. Okay, now it can be interactive. So first thing, I mentioned why R0 I took just a garbage. You can see R0 as 2. So what will be R1? 11. Okay, 11 is there. Now what I do, very important, I took address of something that is called as result1. Correct? So where I am going to store is in R2. So let me check what is there in a result1 initially. Result1 initially 0. Okay, so I will confirm in the next step whether really 0 is there or not. Right? So how to check it? First find its address, keep that address here, and you can see whatever will be visible here. That is the data stored there. Okay. 1 second. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, what I got is result1's address. It is present in a result2. Let me check whether I will get it. Yes, I have got it as 4 with the 7 zeros. I will type here 4 with the 7 zeros and enter button. So I got here 0, 0, 0, 0. So many zeros I have. Next, this instruction has, I will give you the step-by-step explanation. First and foremost, this is a temporary. First register is temporary, or you can say it as a garbage. This register is where we have a value, means this is holding a one value. This is a location. So it exchanges between one register and another location. So right now, what is there in the R2 location? Can you give in the chat box answers? What is there in the R2 location? What is R2 location? R2 location 4 with 0, 0, zeros. That's the R2 location. So what is there in R2? 0, 0, 0. So what will be there? R2. First and foremost, what is going to happen? I will tell you. Whatever is in this garbage, that is removed, and whatever is in the memory, that is going to copy here. First operation from rightmost towards the leftmost. Is it clear? From rightmost towards the leftmost. What is the rightmost side? It's a R2, which is the address, because that we kept in the bracket. So here it was fetched here. Okay. Now the question, should I fetch 4 locations or should I fetch only one location called 4000? That depends upon this alphabet. If it is there, so only one location. If it is not there, continuously 4 locations. I will show both the cases. Okay, so take it from that. What is removed from these 3 values? Whether 2 is removed, 11 is removed, or 0 is removed, or 4000 is removed. What is removed? Do reply in the chat box. what is a lost data? Yes, 2 is lost, correct? So what is new or not? What is new or not? What is the definition? From where to take r naught? From memory. What is there in a memory? Here you can see 0. So r naught is 0. Next, don't expect these sub steps to happen. These all activities, whatever I am explaining, will take place in fraction of second. Next, whatever is there in r1, copy into memory. What is there in r1? 11. So that will be copied onto memory location. So what happens? This 0 overwritten with 1, 1, 1. That is 11, overwritten with 11, right? So then, now what is remaining? What was you took in the from memory here? See this arrow mark, very simple. From rightmost to this leftmost, from r1 back to r2. Are you getting? So r1 to r2, last r0 to r1. Is it clear, the arrow marks? Please put arrow mark like this. From rightmost to leftmost, step 1. Middle r1 to towards your right, that is step 2. From your leftmost to middle variable, that is step 3. Is the swap happened? Step 1 r2 to r0, step 2 r1 to r2, step 3 r0 to r1. Okay, so from my right to r0 means from memory to r0, that's a 0. Second step, r1 to r2. R1 is 11, that will be loaded onto 4000th location. So what was there in r0? 0 will be copied onto r1. Is it clear? So what we can expect? r0 0, location 11. Right now nothing, it is going to be 11. r1 0. So these all things will happen in very next time. You can see now. What should be r0? Right now 0, 2, it is going to be 0. Okay. So r1 should be 0 because it is going to fetch it from memory. Whatever is there in a memory, that I will get in r1. What is there in r1, that I have to get into memory. See, this is black color. It is going to change its color because of a write operation. Here I will get 1, 1. I think you can see this 1, 1 has executed. Okay, let's go for, is it possible to execute for 32 positions or 32 bits or 4 locations? Let's see, I have removed a byte. I took directly SWP. Okay, now this, okay, debug. So 2 garbage value, 11, one of the value register present in the register, and one more memory address. Now swap. So what happens here? This position, not only single position, continuously 4 positions should be changes. You can see the red color changing here. And also 0 will come back to the R0. 0 will come to the R0. Here you can see R0 got a resist, 0. R1 also got a, okay. Location value is present. Whatever was present in the register, that has been given into the location. Okay. So what was there in the variable? What is that? 0. That has been copied to your destination register R1 as well as R0. Earlier values. Okay, 2 copies of earlier values, 1 copy from register to the memory. Okay, we left with 1 minute. So give your attendance fast.